Good day, it's Martinez from MCTrading. With this video, I would want to demonstrate how we use the Wyckoff wave volume tools in our trading. Wyckoff noted that when studying price movement on charts, it is clear that there is a lot of noise on most charts. A lot of this bar-to-bar noise are eliminated and nullified when studying the movements in waves. On this chart, I've got loaded a 3000 ticks chart on the S&P 500 mini futures contract. I like to use tick charts because it reduces and compresses the data outside normal hours where you've got long periods of low volume. At the bottom of the chart, I've loaded the Wyckoff wave volume histogram twice. The bottom one is a larger wave setting and the top one is got a smaller wave setting, and I use and look at the waves together. In the chart itself, I've loaded the chart version of the Wyckoff wave volume, and the setting is the same as the bottom histogram with the larger retracement. The chart version displays the values on the chart, and the colors is printed green when it is the highest of the previous 5 waves, and red if it is the lowest value of the previous 5 waves. The look back period of the waves to look at highest and lowest values can be changed and is currently set at 5 waves. So it will look for the previous 5 waves, and the highest values will print in green and the lowest values will print in red. The histogram displays signals which is printed as triangles and arrows, up and down triangles and up and down arrows. The arrows is printed when you've got a wave that is the largest of the last 3 up waves and also larger than the previous 3 down waves. Then it will print a triangle. In this case it's an up wave, so it will print a down triangle, suggesting that this is a climatic action. It is important to note that this is not buy and sell signals. It's just to make it easy to see and use and compare the waves to one another. On this wave, a down triangle is printed because it was higher. This up wave was higher than the previous 2 up waves, and it was also higher than the previous 3 down waves. The arrows is printed when we've got the lowest of 3 down or up waves. For instance, if you look at this up wave, it was the lowest of the last 3 up waves. Then it will print a down arrow. In this instance, an up arrow was printed because this down wave was the lowest of the last 3 down waves. When we get a situation where an up or a down wave is larger than the previous up or down wave, but has not moved as much as the previous wave, then the color of the wave will print in a different color. A larger effort with a less result, and then the wave color will. Likewise on the top histogram, the color is printed darker blue than the other blue up waves. This is up wave, and we can clearly see that this up wave much larger than the previous up wave, but it moved only 7.5 points compared to the previous up waves 9 points. So a lot of effort was put in this up wave, a lot of effort in the buying, but it didn't move the price as much. Effort versus result. And look what happened afterwards. Price went down. The settings for the look back period for the up and down waves, the number of waves to look back can be adjusted as you wish. I pay more attention to the larger settings waves and will not, for instance, take trades against the larger wave setting direction. Another useful way to use both these wave settings is to look where the signals confirm with each other. Like for instance here, we've got effort versus result situation on the smaller setting and on the larger setting. Look at the nice down move afterwards. This down triangle is printed on the smaller wave setting histogram. It suggested a possible retracement or reversal to the downside. It did not happen because the larger wave was still moving upwards and haven't started with retracement as yet. Here we've got another signal on the larger wave setting. It's a down wave, but clearly it's larger than the previous wave, but it couldn't move price as much as the previous wave did. On the previous wave, it moved 14 points on 78.1 thousand contracts. On this move, down move, it only moved price 6.75 points with a lot more volume, 277,200 contracts. Also, we see that the retracement to the upside was confirmed, up wave from the shorter wave setting, and the longer wave setting is in the same direction, so we can take the trade here.